Hi everyone, and welcome to this Lionsgate portal pick a card video. So first I'll just channel a little collective message for everyone and then we'll get to the piles. So as you probably know, the Lionsgate portal is a very powerful time of year. And if you saw my previous week ahead reading, I went into it a bit in there, but it's basically we've had all these steady events of eclipse season, and then we have a couple of months in between that to reconfigure our energy, reconfigure our lives, change our mindset, change our belief systems, and then work through our shadow side. And then it slowly progresses to this time where we've released enough to open ourselves to a higher message, to connect more with our higher self, to connect more with the spiritual star, Sirius, or Cirrus. I always said it wrong, even though part of my star seed lineage is I'm from there. But anyways, it's just a name. No one really cares about a name. But there's a lot of connection to our star family, to our ancestry, to the star systems that we were born in and came from, because you don't just come from, most of us that are old souls don't just come from the one. You come from so many different star seed systems. Not everyone, but for a lot of us. And I think that's why we get too hung up on, I'm from this one, but I connect to this one. It's because you're part of all of it. It's all sprouted from the same, soul farm, if you want to call it that, from when you were birthed as a soul. And then you've gone to different places in the universe to evolve. So it's such a spiritual time, this Lionsgate energy portal. So I thought I'd do pick a card to make it a bit more specific, to see what's coming through for you and what your focus should be on. So pile number 1, and you can pick more than one pile. You can listen to them all. I'm sure there's messages in there. This is the fluorite. Pile number 2, this is the pretty short, it's supposed to be moonstone, but I think it's a fake moonstone, so whatevs. And pile 3 is a clear crystal quartz. So pause the video, make a selection, or we can just listen to them all. So we'll start with pile number 1, and I'm being asked to do the tarot first for fluorite. So how are we all doing? Just remember that when there's a lot of energy shifting and changing in the collective, which is what happens around Lions portal, you'll start to feel a bit congested or feel like you're not making any headway, you're not getting any clarity, things aren't just moving for you. Okay, that's a lot. And to just stay grounded as much as possible and just know, try to sit in the energy of peace and balance and just know that things are changing. We've got the 3 of Wands here, which is saying this is, you're waiting for a change. Oh my God, it's here twice. That's crazy. Wow, I've got 5 of Wands in reverse. This energy is double amplified for you. So during the Lionsgate portal, you're feeling this energy of frustration. You're feeling like, I can't let go of certain bad habits or beliefs or people. You feel like you're struggling and you're not getting anywhere. You feel like you're living in your shadow side. But I'm here to tell you that you're closer than you think to getting what you want here with the Empress. What does the Empress do? She attracts. You could be attracting a soul evolving relationship, and it doesn't have to be sexual. It can be part of your soul family that you feel immensely connected to. Okay, so I'm getting, say if you're female and you meet this woman and you're strongly attracted to her, but you're thinking, I'm not a lesbian. Remember, it's about energy. It's not about the physical form. This is a time for you where you're attracting really quickly soul family, like deep soul family. And if you feel closed off to this, you may want to try to work every day with like clearing your heart chakra. Do those free meditations on YouTube. And maybe also your crown chakra, because I feel like you're not seeing things clearly right now because you're thinking you're too much in your head, which causes a confusion and an imbalance. And you need to be residing in your heart more. And these quick meditations can help you do that. It's almost like I hear her shouting like, anyone there? Hello? Or am I getting anything I'm asking for? Hello? And this one's like, oi, when's it going to happen? When's it coming? There's frustration, but within this, so this is like the outer world. And this is almost like your inner world. You're attracting what you want. You're attracting situations, you're attracting the career that you want. Things are going to become more evolved and enlightening soon. So around the Lion's portal, gate portal, you're being asked to pull back, go back to internal, try to release this demanding energy. It can be as simple as writing it 10 times or a page in your journal. I release this energy of frustration, and you just keep writing that. And stab the paper if you want. It depends how frustrated you are. Or I release this lack of vision, or I release this lack of clarity. I give this to the universe to show me the way to go. I will wait and I will try patiently, help me with my patience, to keep my heart open and my crown chakra open. And I want to hear what is best for me and my soul. I want to do what's best for me. And allow that energy to funnel through to you. And this will help you release this fighting energy, this 5 of Wands energy that is, I want everything now. Why aren't things playing out how I want them to? We've got the 11th house. So that is about groups of people. 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. Check out that week ahead video because we talked about quite a lot of this. It's about being an individual as well. There's this like collective aspect, groups of people, but it's about being a revolution in the world, in different areas of the world, in different, in medicine and in politics. I hate that word. We're here to create a whole new system. And that's what you're a part of. You're part of this revolution that we're in right now. We're fighting for our rights. We need to speak up for our rights. The world needs leaders, like spiritual leaders, because we can't keep going the way the patriarchy has basically, ruined the earth. We can't keep going that way anymore. It's time for change. It's time for us to stand out, speak up. And this might be your cue or your confirmation. So this is something that's coming in for you. You're going to get a lot of leadership direction when you focus on your crown chakra. I get the feeling that for most of you watching this pile, you're already in contact with your guides. If you want to get in contact more, if you feel like you're struggling, check out my channeling course on my website. But there's a lot of energetic clearing, the old world, the old way of doing things. I feel like your throat chakra might be you might get a bit of a sore throat and stuff like that. It's trying to open up, and it will do so when your crown chakra is opened and it's connecting to your heart. It needs to connect for you through to your heart. And then it's like a triangle. So you're pulling it down from the spiritual realm. It's connecting to your body through your heart, which is like another part of your brain, really. You're listening to your heart. And then it's coming out through your throat chakra. You need to translate the energy that you're pulling into you. You've got a very, 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 very special job to do. So this one's talking about relationships as well. So you could be single or could be in a relationship you don't feel connected to anymore. Whatever that is for you. But I feel like you're getting what you're asking for. But first, it's almost like and look, and there's a lion on here. There's a lion on there, on the 2 of Cups. You've got a very special message to deliver. And you're going to start, I don't feel too much that you have been doing that already. I feel like there's been something stopping you. You could have been demanding for like a good friendship or a good relationship first before you do this work. And the universe is saying, no, you got to do the work first before you get relationships. Or it could be a business partner to help you work with this on. It could be a mentor, it could be a coach that helps you with this. But there's some form of connection you feel is lacking. And the universe is saying you need to stop waiting, pull in the divine information and action that. And then you'll get the things that you want in the 3D. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. So this Lion's Gate portal. And look at this, it's crown chakra colors of purple. She's channeling in that energy. Is there an image in the middle of her? No, I'm seeing an eye. I don't know if you can too. But that to me, I'm seeing it's very prominent. She's bathing in a universal light. So maybe call in when you're meditating purple and sparkling bright white swirling around you to help clear your auric field so you can receive the messages that you need to receive. And this is like third eye as well. It's just, it needs to, I think your chakras are blocked and the energy needs to get flowing again. And because you were frustrated with things not planning out, you've blocked yourself off. So you need to do all this to get you to where you want to go. Oh, look at that. Magical powers and joy. So you tapping into, this is what's coming in this portal time. You tapping into your spiritual powers, your psychic powers, further developing them, practicing them more because you've already got them. Focusing on practicing more, something that you need to do around from when you're watching this until after, like a month after the Lionsgate portal, knuckle down and study. So this is a phoenix rising out of the fire. You feel like you're not getting anywhere, but you're on the precipice. You need to action this by pushing that over the edge, and it's going to make you more joyful, and it may help you release the things that you thought you wanted, and you probably realize, I actually don't want them because I feel more fulfilled and connected by doing this spiritual work, by speaking my truth. Now I know my direction. I'm going this way, and I'm going to become an empowerment speaker for whatever topic you're passionate about. You know, now's the time that we need to rise up and speak up, and you're going to experience a big transformation at this time over the next few months, and it's going to be really magical. Really, really magical. So thank you so much for that pile number 1. That was like, pow, amazing. All right, so pile number 2 with the Moonstone. What does this Lionsgate portal have in store for you? I'm feeling very lightheaded, excited, and I feel like I need to ground myself by sticking my hands in dirt and do some gardening. So that might be something that you need to do at this time, like literally connect with the earth. I feel like you might be in a high-rise building or apartment block, and it's not, you might be looking at some trees and plants or seeing the wind blow, but you're not getting out and in there into the earth, and this is going to help transmute a lot of energy. You also feel like you're, like pile number 1, a bit stuck. And that's not good for you. So first thing that's standing out is surrendering unhealthy relationships. So this is something that you're in the process of. I feel like this has been a past life pattern that played out with your family. Some of you may have been adopted. Some of you may have been abandoned quite young. Abandoned in the way that you might have lost a parent to an addiction, but them either running away and not being able to handle raising children. Them, you know, the parent, when they have kids, it brings up their issues from their childhood that they haven't dealt with, you know, and sometimes people run away. So there might be a lot of abandonment issues here, and because of that, you would, if that's unhealed, attract those same people with addictions. Could be to anything, could be like, and the strength card's just fallen out. Could be addictions to anything, you know, being addicted to like pornography and stuff like that. It's not just alcohol or cigarettes or drugs or whatever. It can be food. It can be unhealthy relationships is an addiction. You know, when you become more aware of your patterns and conscious, you see things for what they are, and then it gives you that ability to make a choice to change it, because you will be tested, and the universe will still throw, you know, unserving relationships or people that, you know, could steal your money or abuse you or use your time. You'll still be tested by that. But the thing is, will you reject them instead of letting them destroy you? And it's hard because obviously you've been through the ringer. Feel like your past was, you know, very, very hard going, you know. Send my love to you. You've been through a lot, but you are a strong soul, and the Lionsgate portal wants to help you release this. It wants to give you clarity on what you haven't been seeing. I feel like whoever's watching this, maybe the beginning of their journey, So you may be new to this channel, or there's something from the deep past that's going to resurface that you never saw. We've got the clarity card here again and the strength one, which I think I came up for number 1 as well. So whenever you encounter a situation, be it at a horrible job or be it with certain people that you may tolerate just because you've been friends forever or you feel like you have to help them, you don't have to help them, you have to help you. This is what I used to do. I attract lots of narcissists. I was in a job with one and I sat way too close to her and I was having like panic attacks. And I saw my little inner child sitting on the seat where I usually sit, and how sad she looked at being there. And it's like, I would never let her go through that. So why do I let me go through that? And I asked the universe for what I wanted. I resigned, and then I got what I wanted because I made space for it. You know, and until you're aware, if you're always bowing down to the narcissist and always doing what they want and letting them just nitpick at you or whatever, you know, you're letting your inner child go through that. You're letting yourself go through that. That's causing you more pain. So it's time to break the cycle. It's time to see things for how they are. You know, it could be just, for some reason, I'm getting something silly as I keep picking the wrong cars. It's because you're not listening to, you're not reading reviews, or you're not researching, or you're not asking, you know, even just Googling what's the best type of car to get. There's something you're not looking into further. You keep on getting stuck in some sort of unhealthy pattern of thought and then going, I'm the victim. It's like, yeah, that this energy is being projected towards you, but you're not taking responsibility for your life and learning the lesson. We all get chucked horrible, shitty situations, especially being, you know, such sensitive and deep people. We've come here for a purpose. And the only way we learn is through breaking the cycles of this karmic pattern. And it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but you can do it. You can do it strong. And look, you know, we've got the 4th house here, which is home. It's the Cancer energy. It's the roots. You've had a really, really hard time, but it's time to create a new cycle where you don't put up with bullshit. And it's not necessarily, you know, there might be anger that you need to release from within you, but you don't have to do it towards people. You can. I've yelled at people before. That, like, anger's a boundary, but I'm saying, you know, if it's not suitable in the workplace. So I'm seeing this as I've got choices right now. I feel like there's something you're like either going, I don't know what this is. It will be revealed to you. You will see it around the Lionsgate portal. So don't even worry about that. It'll come to you. Or some of you need to sit with this. Some of you need to think about your childhood. And I know it's hard to do that, but some of you need to just go, okay, I'm not happy. Michelle reckons I need to release something. I'm just going to write about my childhood and what I didn't like about it. And how has that formed into unhealthy patterns in my work life, in my social life, in my relationship, or what I eat? How have I got a similar addiction to one of my parents? Like my dad, he was Cancer sun, very lovey and huggy towards us, but he didn't know how to communicate to us. He couldn't talk to us. He couldn't show us he loved us, you know, and because he worked nights, you know, my mum, which I don't really want to get into, but, you know, she had her stuff going on. He never saw all that. You know, it was a real strange dynamic. So, you know, obviously everyone's situation is different, so I would write about that. Just literally as if you write about what actually happened, more stuff comes up because you've got no one to talk to about it. No one sits there and goes, oh, let's talk about our childhood. What didn't you like about it? You know, we've kind of put a lid on it. And when we put a lid on that, on our past, of, you know, digging up the patterns from the past, then we have no way of releasing them or seeing them, because it's awareness that helps us release. And I feel like this is like ding, ding, ding. You're starting to get it. It's going to be slow progress, but it's better than no progress, you know. You're going to make progress at this Lionsgate portal. You're going to release whatever this is. Oh, my solar plexus chakra. And that's our power center. You're going to get your power back. You're going to call lost parts of you back through doing this shadow work, through just writing about what didn't I like, and what do I think my dad did that, or what do I think my mum, you know, left us so young, or, you know, whatever it is that happened to you. And it's not for like blaming, it's just for being awareness, you know, it's creating awareness. And that's what helps us. So with this beauty card, I just feel like you're going to have so many revelations over the next few months that the Lionsgate portal is going to bring in for you if you do some of this shadow work, and you're going to see that your life is actually beautiful. I already know that physically you're beautiful, but I feel like you maybe didn't feel that beauty in your life before. I'm seeing it blossom. Because, and it's that whole in the dirt thing, right? Planting the seeds of the roses, getting your hands dirty, and it's like icky, and you're putting it in there, and you're watering, you're fertilizing it, and you're waiting for the time for things to be uncovered, and then the beauty comes out of the dirt. I just feel like you really have to go back to basics, and you can do it with a physical symbol of actually literally you might want to find your favorite color rose, and you might want to plant that yourself. You might want to get in there, even if it's a full plant, get in there and pat it down and dig out the hole and have a look at it. And like those roses, this rose plant represents me and how I feel and how I have come from seemingly nothing. And I'm blossoming, and look after that rose plant like you would, you know, it represents your soul. Talk to it, tell it beautiful things, tell it what it needs to hear. You're beautiful, you're strong. You can tackle anything with grace and ease. When I feel angry, I'm allowed to feel angry. When I feel happy, I'm allowed to feel happy. You're allowed to feel however you want to feel. Really acknowledging yourself, I'm getting at this time. And passion's going to come back to your life. You're going to feel passion for your life. Oh, look at that. See, this is what you don't see coming. It's the Eight of Swords energy. You didn't see this before, and it's coming through to you. It's being revealed to you. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. And that's what's coming in for you. Oh my God, I've got goosebumps. That's so beautiful. I love it. If you need a reminder of this, play this video as you're falling asleep, because it'll go into your subconscious and it will help shift things for you. Because I think it's just, there's not, I just feel like there's subconscious work you haven't tackled yet. But now's the time, you're ready. It's time to shift how you feel about yourself and your life. And know that this isn't your fault, but it's time for you to step up, be true to you, and let things go so the sun can come in. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy I did this reading. It just kind of came to me. I haven't done a pick a card reading in I don't know how long. This was making me happy, seeing people make progress and changing the focus of their lives. Okay, pile number 3 with the clear quartz. I'm just going to pull some tarot for you first. Now, as I was like pulling the cards for pile 3, I thought, wow, this is my tribe. This is the kind of well, there's way more cards. We can't really see what's going to happen yet, but oh, they want me to pull lots of cards. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Here we go. We've got the Nine of Swords that come out, and the Four of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of a period of, what the hell am I doing in my life? I know I need to make changes, but I don't know what. And this is the clarity that's coming in for you during the Lion's Gate. You're going to get more clarity on your soul purpose. Now, you already know there's many purposes that we have, but you're going to get more clarity on what you need to do. Like the bigger vision. Obviously, there's thousands of puzzle pieces to go into a vision, right? But you're going to get, you're going to get information on the bigger picture, and then it's going to filter through your dreams, feeling strong Neptune energy. So don't know where Neptune is transiting in your astrology chart at the moment. Just have Google, have a look and look that up. There's a lot of information that's filtering in while you're sleeping because you're working with your guides. You're working with your higher self. Got the Nine of Pentacles here. You're building a strong foundation for where you see yourself. And you are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find your path to your best self. I really feel like that's what you're finding. You're literally, through this Lionsgate portal, you're channeling in your best self. You're becoming your higher self. And that is amazing. You start reliving. I'm hearing pieces of the past. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Pieces of the past. I'm going to use the tarot for this. Pieces of the past. How you thought things should have been when you were growing up. You've obviously come from the other, I think it was deck one that got this twice as well. Which is fine. You're releasing how you think things should have gone. You know, like society always says you need to have kids or do things in this order. You need to have a mortgage, you need to have a house, you need to have that. I feel like you are, I'll do whatever the hell I want. And if you weren't this way in the past, this is where you're going and this is what's coming in at the Lionsgate portal. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to own who I am on every level. I have so many aspects to me. People don't always want to hear or see, but I don't care as much anymore. You're coming out of this period of stagnation of what am I doing with my life? What do I need to do next? You're just going to live more from the heart and less from the head and release expectations. And it's going to open, that's what's going to open doors for you. See, we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a cycle that's ending. Ten of Cups! That's why they wanted me to work through the bottom bit first. Oh my God. You got the Ten of Swords in reverse twice. Like, holy shit balls. There's major breakthroughs coming for you at this time. I love that. Look at that placement. This is funny because this deck, you know, obviously has duplicates. This is a very powerful card that you've chosen. Pile, sorry. But to have this twice and look at everything's fine, being in denial. It's like no longer being in denial. It's like I make my own happiness by releasing all this other crap, expectations, demands of the universe, because you're literally doing your own thing. You're standing in your authenticity and your integrity. You're doing what you tell other people to do. You realize your patterns. You're working through any issues of the heart, anything that's been holding you back. You're open to communication from source, from spirit. Like, it's a joyous energy. Wow, you really are a badass. You are a badass. Wow, I just want to, like, you've come so far. I just want to revel in this. You've let go of so much. This is a massive, massive cycles that you're letting go. I feel like you may not have gotten anything you wanted in your life. You're like always like, I want this, and this never happened. It was just an endless shit show of cycles for you. And this is what, oh my God, like the relief I feel for you. This is what the Lionsgate portal's bringing for you. Closure to these fucking endless cycles. You've done enough tests, you know. Things have been extreme for so long. I finally feel like you're going to start to see the happiness. No, you are going to see the happiness. There's a change in your health if you had issues with health. You were starting to do things differently. The more we feel like these, you know, we're not in denial of our emotions anymore. We know we can feel however we want to fucking feel. You've moved past beyond this cycle. Emotions equal pain. Stagnating, painful emotions that we don't know how to release, or you know, situations that get stuck inside our body that causes pain. Because you're releasing this, I feel like your health is going to improve. And it may not be something that you've noticed, but you're going to notice and see things differently. Energetically, you're going to start feeling a whole lot differently. Wow. And this could bring more romance in your life because you feel better about yourself. You're going to attract beautiful relationships. And you can have romance with your friends. That's the only romance I get these days. You know, and I'm fine with that because I don't want the old way of being. So know that you don't have to have anything that you've had in the past. Don't base your future on what you've had in the past, because what you're going to have in the future is a whole lot different to what you've had in the past. Oh my God. And here we got the whole dream sweet, sleep deep. Like the amount of connection and joy, and your guides are just like loving on you, and they'll be showing you this through the dreams that you have. There might be a few painful memories that come up in your dreams. Notice where that makes you feel uncomfortable and link that back to something in the past for you to release it. But predominantly, this is, if anything that's residual, it's just like little, it's clearing out and you're okay with it because the cycle is ending. I've got surrender to play here. Play, have fun. Surrender negative thinking, you're already doing that. Surrender to setting limits for yourself. I feel like you're already doing that. You're letting go of this old 3D shit and you're connecting more to the higher realms. Always joyful. Ooh, dangerous pleasure and perception. Third house. I just feel like you've done so much shadow work and you're really going to start seeing the benefits. So this is a period to enjoy yourself. The surrender to play card. Enjoy yourself. We've got the joy card here too. This is the easiest and quickest way to get what you want, is by being childlike and being playful. Singing, dancing, doing the things you love, drawing, painting. If you do love gardening, you know, what do you love doing? Fixing cars. Focus more on that. Take the courses. There's so many short courses if you don't like commitment. You know, there's so many things you can learn. Learn tarot, like learn how to be a card reader. Like there's something that you've wanted to do for ages, but you kept telling yourself, no, I'm not good enough or whatever. And that's leaving your life. You've surrendered this. You're not limiting yourself. You realize, which is going to be showing through your dreams, that you can achieve anything. You can do anything you want, which is why this, you know, clear quartz, you can encode that with any energy you want. So encode this energy with optimism, energy, achievement, playfulness. Encode it however you want. I feel like David Bowie in the Labyrinth. I can't do it. I don't think he could do it either, because some guy came up behind him and did the whole crystal ball thing, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, David Bowie in the Labyrinth ruined me for men. See that? That's my thinking back to my childhood. Him in those lycra pants, man, ruined me for the rest of the guys. And at the end of the day, he was so narcissistic, wasn't he? If you've seen the movie, you know, and that could have been the start of a pattern for me. I still love the movie, but it's quite toxic when you look at the dynamics. He was like, I don't know, 40 then, and she was like, I think she was like, when she filmed it, Jennifer Connelly was 14 or 16 or something gross. So, you know, see, I've picked up a pattern from my past and I'm just going, it's okay, whatever, because I'm not that person anymore. I've come so far. So your focus for this Lionsgate for you guys is to be playful and joyful and make those things happen. Doesn't need to cost money. It doesn't need to always cost money. But if you want the money to do something, ask the universe for it. Like, you're that connected. You've released all those crappy ways of thinking, lack mentality, delete, control, delete the past. You're a new person as of now. Think of you. You've just plopped into the world now. You are at a higher vibration, and you can literally, you're the magician energy. You can get anything you want. Just ask for it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Congratulations. You're like my graduation for this Lionsgate portal, this ascension that we've just gone through. You've gone through a massive chapter in your life, and you need to go out there and celebrate yourself. So please remember to like, share and comment this video, and check out my other videos, and subscribe by ticking the little bell so you get the notifications. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.